straight over to Wincanton. We go for this 3 o'clock. Theatre Territory is today the day she's going to get off the mark over fences. It's a good opportunity, and she's done a little wrong into feet. She's got a visor on first time. 5 to 6 favourite. Molly Childers is 6 to 4, and 2 Smoking Barrels is 7 to 1 as we get back across and rejoin Rachel and Jonathan on track.
Thank you very much, Niall. Theatre Territory is odds on, although now 10 to 11. There is 2 Smoking Barrels going at this 10-year-old and the oldest lady in the field for the Scudamores. I guess now that we're looking at her, we'll talk about her, Jonathan. She is great when it's heavy and it's pretty testing. That's not what we have here today.
No, race reminds me of the 3-card trick. You know, where you've got to find the queen, and you. I'm
hoping it'll be easier than that.
Well, you almost think that you could turn over all 3 cards and there wouldn't be a queen there. You know, you got. Yeah, she knows how to win, and she's won a third of her chases virtually. And you're quite right. It has been basically in muddy conditions. I mean, they're all saying the ground is dead. The times aren't very quick, so she might get away with it.
She's very likeable, though, isn't she? You know, she's won 5 times over fences.
Exactly. Yeah, she is. And I don't know what went wrong last time, but she didn't run terribly well at all. But she does have a course and distance win off a similar mark within the last year. And you know, you'll find worse outsiders. Go on.
It's like him with half a tail there.
Perhaps that's another.
We're not going to hold it against her, though. Come on.
No, but they might just have sort of taken a bit of a tail off in order to find another way of getting her to win. Visored on for the first time, the favourite. Will that make a difference? Lots of really, really good form over fences. I mean, there was a very close second to Mr. Whitaker at Cheltenham last year, and
she's been looking like a winner in waiting, though. Surely she's got a great chance here.
She has been looking like a winner in waiting, and she's still waiting, and there's a reason for that, and that's the reason they put the visor on. That every time she's looked like winning, she hasn't.
She was entered in a race at Exeter on Sunday as well. They've come here. I think this could be her best opportunity. She's still drifting to even money. If it's not going to be Theatre Territory, and we're looking to Molly Childers, who's 1 from 15, has got a great knack of being placed, Jonathan.
Second in 9 of her 17 races, and as you say, 1 win. And it's a sort of similar situation with her, isn't it? That rather like the favourite, they both had a wind operation in the autumn. Good second over hurdles last time.
And back over fences today.
I'm suffering from a slight cold, or yeah.
It's the first cough of the day. Not a cold yet.
Lurgy. Cheap Piece has been on twice now, and you know, she again is a horse that should have won more races than she has. So it's going to be a fascinating battle. Not just who's actually going to win, but who will lead.
Well, tactically, look at these small fields, and it's a guessing game, isn't it?
I'm just glad that there's only sort of £6,000 or £7,000 to the winner. You get these 3-runner mares races where they're up for 30,000. I mean, come on.
Well, this is what we have, 3 of them, and it's a Class 3 mares chase, and they're just milling about down at the start. Not going to be too much longer, and we can get across to Richard Hoyles.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the front 2, not with the best strike rates in the world, it's fair to say, down the years. 2 Smoking Barrels, the outsider of the trio, has a lot better. Let's see how they fare. The Simple Landlords Insurance Mares Handicap Chase is underway. 3 of them are led by 2 Smoking Barrels towards the first of 21 fences, with Molly Childers in second place and Theatre Territory ridden a little bit more conservative than has sometimes been the case in her career, last of the trio as we race up the home straight for the first time, still with a long way to go. 2 Smoking Barrels for double-seeking Tom Scudamore is out on the front end, pops over that with Molly Childers and Theatre Territory. Theatre Territory last of the 3, but would be within about 4 lengths or so of 2 Smoking Barrels as they head towards the third. 2 Smoking Barrels put in a short stride there, and as a result was closed on by both of the pursuers. Molly Childers got to within a length but was reined back. But Theatre Territory, the hold-up tactics lasting not that long because he's moving forward into second place now as they turn away from the stands. 2 Smoking Barrels by a length then from Theatre Territory, and third is Molly Childers as they turn down the side. So racing towards the water jump for the first time. And out in front, 2 Smoking Barrels, it is who leads. From Theatre Territory in second place and Molly Childers in third. They all handle the water perfectly okay. So into the back straight they head. 2 Smoking Barrels leading the 3-strong field by a length from Theatre Territory, length and a half to Molly Childers, as they approach the first of 4 fences in the back, alternating between plain and then open ditches. And all over that well, 2 Smoking Barrels, exuberant jump by Theatre Territory in second. Last of the 3 remains Molly Childers, but still only 2 lengths off the leader. 2 Smoking Barrels then towards the open ditch. 2 Smoking Barrels takes it, but it was joined and passed there by Theatre Territory, who emerges at least alongside, picked up just about alongside there and jumped himself to the lead, but the 2 of them will rise pretty much together, I think, over this, with Molly Childers just a couple of lengths away. So the open ditch will mark the end of the jumping in the back straight for the first circuit. 2 Smoking Barrels on the inside, Theatre Territory on the outside. Precious little between the 2 again over that. Again, Theatre Territory just picking up narrowly in front. So out of the back straight we head. And on the front end, it is Theatre Territory on the outside of 2 Smoking Barrels. They're virtually alongside one another, with Molly Childers waiting a couple of lengths off the pair. Down the side of the racecourse we head, on towards number 9. Theatre Territory on the outside of 2 Smoking Barrels. They reach the cross fence. And again, Theatre Territory is faster through the air at his fences. And between them, 2 Smoking Barrels is moving back alongside. And that's still the same state of play. Circuit under their belts. Molly Childers in third. Up the home straight we head. And still another complete circuit after that. 2 Smoking Barrels on the left-hand side. Right-hand side is Theatre Territory. And Theatre Territory has a length in hand over that. 2 Smoking Barrels, again, not quite as fast through the air. So Theatre Territory striding on with things now, has moved to the lead from 2 Smoking Barrels, and Molly Childers creeps a little bit closer on the inside as well as they take the middle one up the home straight. So Theatre Territory, 2 Smoking Barrels just holding on to second, but Molly Childers is now moving alongside. So with a circuit and 1 fence to travel, Theatre Territory again good over the obstacle and continues to lead. So Theatre Territory, who went to the front down the side of the course, leads 2 Smoking Barrels, who's moved back up to within a length, and still Molly Childers well there in third. The 3 of them separated still by a couple of lengths as they turn away. So out in front, Theatre Territory. Down the side of the racecourse, Molly Childers nipping up the inside of 2 Smoking Barrels as they head on towards the water. First of the fences on the final circuit. Theatre Territory over in the lead, 2 Smoking Barrels second, Molly Childers third. But the card's really yet to be played. Front 2 interchanged places about a mile or so ago, but the exception possibly of 2 Smoking Barrels, who's just pushed along slightly for the first time. Theatre Territory is just beginning to try and press on a little bit. So Theatre Territory it is who leads, and it's over that okay. Molly Childers and 2 Smoking Barrels still only a length and a half away. They're side by side now in pursuit of Theatre Territory, who heads towards the open ditch. So Theatre Territory leading, 2 Smoking Barrels on the outside of Molly Childers. Theatre Territory just reached for that, a bit of a gasp from the crowd, but got to the other side safely. Molly Childers racing on the inside of 2 Smoking Barrels as they head towards another plain one. And out in front, Theatre Territory, better there. No gasp this time, leads by about 2 to 3 lengths from 2 Smoking Barrels and Molly Childers. And Theatre Territory is just trying to turn the screw slightly here towards the last on the far side. Theatre Territory pops over that, but is still only about 2 to 3 lengths clear. 2 Smoking Barrels and Molly Childers both encouraged along, but they are still well in touch as they turn out of the back straight. Theatre Territory, 2 Smoking Barrels on the outside of Molly Childers, a length and a half away, and Theatre Territory still now just being nudged along himself. So 2 Smoking Barrels moving back up on the outside to within half a length of Theatre Territory, 4 from the finish. Molly Childers in third. Theatre Territory over, 2 Smoking Barrels in second place, And just having to gather up the reins and persuade Theatre Territory round the bend. Sam Whaley-Cohen still has the lead. Two Smoking Barrels got to within a neck. Molly Childers on the inside. The three of them producing a really good race here. And Two Smoking Barrels on the outside of Theatre Territory is showing great resolution here. Molly Childers pulls towards the outside. Race very much in the balance here. Two Smoking Barrels in the centre. Theatre Territory's jumping, keeping him alongside. And he now has a neck lead once more. Two Smoking Barrels second, a length and a half to Molly Childers. Down towards the second last between fences. Two Smoking Barrels grinding himself to the front. Molly Childers throwing down a challenge, and Theatre Territory, who was bumped there by the leader, Two Smoking Barrels. Down towards the last, Molly Childers and Two Smoking Barrels have seen off Theatre Territory. Molly Childers narrowly from Two Smoking Barrels in the air together, off up the run-in. Molly Childers by half a length. Two Smoking Barrels, and now Molly Childers finds enough on the run to the line. Molly Childers takes the mare's race for Kieran Gettings, a first Wincanton winner for Stuart Edmonds. Molly Childers is who wins, Two Smoking Barrels second, and Theatre Territory last of the three.
Molly Childers has got there. What a fantastic race to watch in the end. Only three of them. And Molly Childers, who hasn't always looked like she's wanted to win in the past, Jonathan, over fences, she's done it here.
She has. She's the right beneficiary, and she was being shoved along quite some way out, but has managed to keep going and pick off the other two who got involved in their own private duel from some way out as well.
It was an interesting race to watch, and certainly early doors Tom Scudamore thought, well, you know what, I'm going to kick on with it. And then we saw Sam Whaley-Cohen. I thought his horse, she just jumped a little bit better throughout. You know, she was neater, she was more accurate every time.
He did the right thing in taking her to the front, I think, because it's a horse that you don't really want to be asking to do too much near the end. And for much of the race, she jumped better than the other two, and she travelled better. I mean, you can see both of them are being nudged along, and she's okay. But once she comes off, when she comes off the bridle, it's a familiar story with Theatre Territory.
We said before the race, didn't we? Well, I said that she's a winner in waiting, and you quickly reminded me she's still waiting,
yeah.
and it's going to be she'll have to roll on somewhere else to try and land one.
Yeah, I know she gets broadsided by the runner-up 2 out, but I think the writing was on the wall there. It's on the wall here. The saddle has gone back, but even so, I'm not sure I'd use that as a viable excuse.
You just see him trying to gather his reins back, and the saddle has slipped with Sam Whaley-Cohen. You just see, even now you'll see he is disorganised, isn't he? But look at three of them in line. That's what you want, 3-runner race.
You do, and while they're fighting it out, eventually Kieran Gettings is getting the right response, eventually, for Molly Childers, and 2 out sort of